question why they named him the starter so fast, that drive answered your question.
Quarterback sneak, Beathard, touchdown. That might cap today for CJ Beathard.
Yeah, a couple of TDs on the ground, and he looked very crisp throwing through the air. CJ Beathard, the Iowa quarterback, joins us now after his nice Week 1 victory. CJ, what did you do best Week 1?
I think it was just a matter of executing the game plan. The coaches did a great job all week preparing us. We've been watching film and, kind of studying what they were going to do. And it was just a matter of executing the basics. The offensive line did a great job, and the running backs did a great job. It was easy for me when your run game's working so well. It's easy on the quarterback. So,
what did you find yourself working on the most this offseason?
I think finally being named the guy, it was easier to create a chemistry with the starting offense. In previous years I've been sharing reps, splitting reps, and it was kind of hard to get a groove. And now it's kind of it was easier to create a chemistry with the offense and the receivers. And but overall this offense was overall this offseason the biggest part was becoming a leader on the offense. Last year that was a big area that we needed to improve on as a team. Is some guys needed to emerge as leaders, and with me being the starting quarterback of the offense, it gave me a good opportunity to emerge as a leader of this offense.
What'd you do outside of the football field to create chemistry with your offensive teammates?
I would get with the receivers, running backs, fullbacks, and tight ends probably 3 times a week, just on our own. We would get together with them and work routes on air, and some of the DBs would come in there and give us some good looks on, first one-on-one routes, and it was just constantly trying to get better with them when we could. Coach Doyle had us in there whenever he could. We were always working out and doing stuff, but getting stuff on our own was a big part of that as well.
In that first game this year, at one point your team tried a fake field goal. It didn't work, and yet you still got an ovation from the audience. Did you notice that? Yeah,
I did notice that. I think a lot of us noticed that. I think it was a little strange. I'm not sure the last time when we did run a fake field goal, but we almost got. We were a yard away. It was good execution. We just came up a little bit short, and I guess the fans were excited to see that. So.
Well, I think they were cheering too because it felt different. It felt like it's not the same Iowa team. Tell me, what's most different about this Iowa team versus last year's?
Yeah, I think there is a different feeling with this team. We put a big emphasis on that in the off season. At the end of last season, we've been working really hard all season long. To build a better team that we've ever been, and we've been working on the little things and the smaller details, because those turn into bigger things. And I think one thing that our team lacked last year was we didn't have a great group of leaders on the team. So I think there were guys that on the defense as well on the offense, special teams, that emerged as leaders to help steer this team the right path. And I think that's a big part of it, and overall that just brought the guys together and created a closer bond between everybody.
All right, let me go away from football for a second. People who know you have a very fascinating history in terms of your family with football and with country music. In your life, how many songs have you written?
When I was younger, me and my brothers, we actually had a band throughout middle school, early high school. And we weren't great or anything. I mean, we were good for our age, and I think if we would have kept it up, we would have continued to get better. But we kind of gave it up after I went to college. We kind of went our own ways. But I've written quite a few songs. Obviously, nowhere near my dad and my other brother, but I've written some songs.
What are we talking? Like a dozen? Like 100?
Yeah, no, not 100. I'd say closer to a dozen right now.
When was the last time you've written one? Like, have you totally given up since you got to college?
No, I have a guitar here, and when I have some decent free time, preferably mostly in the off season, I'll get in my room and play the guitar. Maybe write some songs here and there, and I play the guitar probably a few times a week whenever I can. I like playing, so.
What would I have to do to get you to write a song about me or about the network or something like that?
Man, I don't know. That's tough. It's hard. Maybe just if I got to know you a little bit, I guess I could write a song about you. I'm just kidding.
All right, back to
I appreciate it.
back to football here. Describe for me what it's going to be like this weekend. Iowa State. What's it like playing in that rivalry?
You know, it's a huge game for both teams. I think we just got to go out there. We know what's at stake for us. We lost the game last year. It's a big rivalry game. We know we're going to get their best football, and we just have to go out there and bring it to them better than they are going to bring it to us. You know, we've been working hard all week in practice, watching film, studying the film, and we know we're going into their stadium. It's going to be a hostile atmosphere, but I think that's kind of exciting. You know, we're excited to go into that atmosphere. It gives you a little bit more motivation going into it when their fans are heckling you and talking trash and everything. It's kind of exciting. I think we're all ready, and we're excited to get this game underway.
Well, best of luck in that game. CJ Beathard, Iowa quarterback. Appreciate the time, man.
Thanks, appreciate it.